My name is DJ Jackson. I'm a sophomore here at the University of Alabama. I'm originally from Tuscaloosa. That's where I went to high school, and I had the opportunity of learning from so many great educators. Just different people who really changed my perception of what education is. And the first would have to be my choir teacher, Miss Linda Bonds, who was an incredible teacher. And I don't mean that by she taught the material very well, she knew what she was talking about. Even though she did all of those things, it was so much more. She seemed to always have the best interests of the students in mind. And even though we were learning music and the purpose of our class was to prepare our talents, to perform, she really tried to tie in all aspects of education into music. She really disliked, when people would refer to the fine arts as an extracurricular activity. Miss Bonds challenged us to explore, how, history and English and reading, how all of those things apply to music, and how to take the skills that we learn in those classes and apply them to our performances. And it really taught me how to be innovative and how to be a good problem solver and critical thinker. There are a lot of instances in which resources were scarce and we didn't have all the things that we necessarily needed. But Miss Bonds would always make sure that we would be creative and be pragmatic about the way we go about things. Miss Bonds also had a daughter our age who was in our class, and so she really made sure that she was trying to understand our perspective also. I understand that that there were other things that we had to do, and we were involved in other activities, and but still also balance that with having expectations for her class. And I think that was something that a lot of teachers were missing. That they didn't really have children our age or understood like what it meant to be a high school student, in preparation for college and that kind of thing. I think she really tried to look at things from the student perspective sometimes. Another great teacher that I had would be Mr. Pettis. He was our high school band director, and even though I only took band for 2 years, I was in his AP Music Theory class. And previous to enrolling in his class, I definitely heard that AP Music Theory was a class that was hard just because of the material and learning all of the information in one semester. But Mr. Pettis had very high expectations, and it was very different from any of the other classes that I'd ever been in. I can remember there was a point in the semester when I just wanted to quit his class, and I went to his office and I was prepared. I had this whole big spiel about how I had to keep my GPA up and it had to be, I had to do well in this class, and I don't think I could do it, with my schedule. But I remember him looking me in the face and telling me, "You can't quit because you need to learn that at some point in your life you're going to have, to just suck it up and move on with it." Which, first of all, no teacher had ever had, such an expectation of me to do more. It was always, "Oh, DJ, you've done so well thus far. I see that you've done well in all of your other classes." But for one of the first times in my high school education, I had a teacher who confronted me and said, "You can do more, so I'm going to, expect that you do more and require that you do more." And although there was many nights that I was like, "Why did I take this class? I regret doing this." It really made me, have such a higher respect for my education and my experience. I can definitely say that my experience with my teachers and the great educators that I had the opportunity to experience over the years is definitely why I am looking into education. It's definitely that the factor that you can have such an impact on another person's life simply by helping them to fulfill their own potential and to just help them reach their goals and dreams in life. And if I can do that for one person, my whole career would be fulfilled.